What a nice institution. All right, chapter 3. All right, so let's talk to this. Let's talk to the reception. I think that's the right play.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter. Would it be to see Professor Gygax?
Yeah, let's talk to the doctor first, right? I think we can maybe examine him a little bit. I wonder if we still get to do the Sherlock examination on the person when we're in Watson.
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things for myself.
My asylum's reputation precedes it, then.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten day. Yes, hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood Detective Agency, Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him.
That man's here's a celebrity. Yes.
Right. Yes. I was surprised because that man is a celebrity. Yes, that's it. Very famous, Mr. Colby. I couldn't believe my eyes.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to
wish
get
to
the truth,
recuperate,
the
Dr.
more
Watson,
lives
you
are
may
placed
avail
in
yourself
harm's
of the
way.
guest room.
But I have so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer your questions in the examination room.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
There is no need to be alarmed. No one gets neglected in my care.
Ooh, what's going on here?
Let's not resort to brute force.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate. Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. I need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
All right. Wait, am I Watson or am I the... Oh, I am the dude. Oh, wait. Hold on, guys. Give me one sec. I feel like I just screwed up the capturing a little bit. Ah, okay, I did. Sorry, guys. Let me just fix that up for you real quick. Alright, there we go. Oh, so this is Holmes. God damn. I have to say, though. his little sideburns and his new his like foundation really threw me off. All right, so
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism. Did you walk through their doors as I did, or did they collect you off the streets?
oh yeah, actually, there's one thing I did want to mention before we continue. So they did change this part of the game. So in the original game, I believe Dr. Gaiax is like or Gaiax, I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's actually an older gentleman. It's because I think it's a better fit and better you know, for the theme. Because, you know, back in the day, in the Sherlock Holmes days, you know, like in the 1800s, it's like, you know, it's mostly men that actually attends university and all that, educated and all that stuff. So I think, like, you know, when they portray him to be an older gentleman, I felt like it felt more fitting. Obviously, you know, in this version of the game, they changed it up to be a lady, so... But that's okay. I don't think gender really matters much in the entire role of the game anyway, so... Anyhow, let's break out. Alright, so what do? We need the last one to have one bump, maybe, I think? And then maybe 1, 3, 4, 2? 1, 3, 4, 2? Okay. So like 1, 3, 4, 2. Let's try. There you go. Hell yeah. Now I like... How do I zoom in again? Oh, there we go. I don't think there's anything for me to see here anyway. Alright, let's get out of here, man.
A truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
Truncheon? Shouldn't you be getting weapons? Because we are in the middle of, you know, a dungeon, obviously, not a medical facility. Holding chamber, how nice. Alright, so, investigation scene found. Examination room. Okay. Can I go in? Wait, hold on a second. Block A? Should I be going into deeper into the dungeon? Or should I be getting the hell out?
Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
Okay, so we got syringe. Frogs can't wash up. I'm surely can. And I surely can. Whoops. That is the difference between a frog and a man. Fourth little frog was dirty and rotten. What if I put that frog in water? Lazy Dunrup swims in a bath. Laundry becomes the end of her behalf. Fourth little frog dies in the walls of Black Elois. Is this supposed to be like a gloomy poem about like describing frogs as like experiment on humans or something? Swims in a bath. I don't.
Sounds sinister, even for a place like this. I wonder if there are more frogs in the pond.
Okay. Oh, it's a case. Patient Eloise K. Diagnosed dermatillomania. Commentary: No nail trimming every day. Do not untie her hands, even if she won't stop screaming. Patient Moranzio H. Diagnosed mania. Dissociation. After the incident with the nurses, prescribed therapeutic fasting for a week. Mentioned Josephine to him to make him more manageable. Patient Marana W. Hysteria. Keep raising the dosage until she forgets the child. Stupor is quite acceptable. Oh, I don't know about that part. Nils J. Nervous breakdown. Do not allow any visits. All letters sent to the patient must be destroyed. Well, that is brutal. That's quite a cold. I don't know what dermatillomania is though. Alright, let's look at the case file. Okay, what do we got here? Frogs can't wash up. So we got to Sorry, what's the eye again? Crap, man. How to play, man. I feel like I'm looking at this like every freaking chapter I'm doing this. Use concentration. Okay. So I need to use concentration and pin. Oh, like here. Any thing for me to look at?
What was that? Is someone there? I'm sure I heard something.
Okay, so there's a way to maybe get through them. Okay, what's this?
Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment.
What's this?
The final product, ready to cure madness, or to push one deeper into its grasp.
Right. Oh.
Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication.
Okay, that's good news, right? At least they're actually making medicine. So I don't know how to get to block B, so I'm gonna like walk around. Annie's Winker. Am I supposed to know all these? And Leono Reichert?
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me? The goal? The impertinence to bark such orders?
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak? I am the great Napoleon.
Maurizio.
Napoleon Bonaparte?
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of La Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Patient hates the guards, royal garments. Okay. Wait, can we like change clothes right now? Oh, we can't. You can't change clothes. This is my decor. Aurelin Kayla Digila. Okay, sorry. I can't speak these names. I am not well versed.
Pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
Wait, they actually have a lot of different ethnicity of people here. I definitely think they put a lot more details into this, because I think the first time in the original game, obviously, when I played it, I think the patients were rather just plain NPCs. They're just like quote-unquote prisoners or patients. Obviously with the graphics nowadays, they can tell a deeper story between each patient. Storage room. Okay, let's go to storage room and see what's here. Alright, let's do, what's this? So maybe I'm gonna looking from left to right. I might be doing a 1 3 2 3 4. 1 3 2 3 4. There we go. Alright, so examine what I got here. Pools? Oh, blood? Oh, excuse me. This.
A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
Okay, and he just throws that everywhere. And who's Becker? I don't think that's a name we heard yet,
A
right?
simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything.
Okay. Doesn't seem like that's very interesting. A lot of random junk.
R.G. Hill, Dr. Connolly. It appears that all the psychiatric classics were banished here.
We're banished here. I see. Wait, yeah, that's odd. Like, so all the psychiatrics, doctors, the certificates are all inside this, like, you know, storage room. Like, shouldn't they be using it to be hung around the walls or something? I guess this is where they want to keep all the secrets of all the people they don't want to know, huh? Sorry, give me 1 sec. Let me just fix the video up. There we go.
John Sallow, the tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already.
Wait, what?
John Sallow, the tulpa phenomenon. I'm somewhat of an expert already.
I think this is supposed to be an Easter egg. I just got an award for, like, all fond memories when I trigger that. I feel like that's supposed to be something, an Easter egg from for another game. Frogs cannot kill, but I surely can. That is the difference between a frog and a man. Fifth little frog was foolish at large. He forgot about the rule and who is in charge. Timothy Canmilleri lies dead in Block B. I swapped out his pins for something nasty. Fifth little frog dies in the walls of Black Eldris.
Speech and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker.
I got a feeling I should... No, these are all famous books or something, but I don't know them.
Painting in a mental institution. Vogel would be delighted.
Indeed. Alright, what's this?
Looks like it's still operational.
Okay.
This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil.
Oh.
I can make out the names listed here.
Sorry, are you not gonna read me the names? The fuck?
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter?
A working dumbwaiter. Okay, sure. Fifth little frog. Wait, there are both. Oh, fourth little frog, fifth little frog, and we have a picture of it. On the back of the list names, Dr. Fester, Dr. Huber, Professor Gax, and Professor Becker. Okay, yep. So let's just keep going. Anything to examine here? I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good, yeah. Alright, so how about... I think our next objective is to get through to cell B. But... I think I gotta talk to...
I command you to let me out!
I feel like I need to... do something with these patients. This is the holding block. Sure. Let's try to get to block B.
Who's there? Show yourself. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, what? I thought I can just sneak up and use the syringe. Did I lose everything? Okay, no, it's still there. Okay, so... Okay, so I can't get to block B. I have to do something to distract him. And unfortunately, this is not Metal Gear Solid. I cannot just throw a glass bottle on the floor and distract him or something. Now, can... Okay, so can I... He even tried to play along the fake Elmo skill, but clear performance not a strong suit. Patient is a Block A who believes he is Napoleon. He wants nothing more than to seek revenge against the guards upstairs who imprisoned him. After his retribution, he wants to return to France. Okay, like, so... How to safely remove Block B guard? syringe. I need one more. I'm definitely missing like way too many items right now. Alright, so we can get out of here with seemingly no issues. Okay. Alright, we got a map.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax.
That's a very complicated map.
Darn. No way I can get past him without being noticed.
Okay, for sure. What about anything here? I'm guessing no. Why does this facility looks more like a frickin' prison? I think that's the whole point, but still. It's not like they're not even trying to hide it anymore. Oh, I bet you these are the rest of the other developers that's making this game. Can I make it through here? Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Locked. I suppose the reception will be guarded anyway.
Alright, what's this?
This sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself. Build up a tolerance.
Okay, I think it might be a little tough to build a tolerance against sedatives. Like, I mean, that's the whole point, to knock you
I'd
up.
rather not sit in this chair ever again.
Okay, so now what? I think this is blocked. Yes, okay. So this is pretty much blocked. Can we solve the puzzle? Let's go check out the case file. Bottle sedative, okay. Okay. So we got syringe, we got bottle sedatives. But like, how do we, what's the last piece of the puzzle? I guess back to the cell we go. I'm guessing we gotta look for something else in like the storage room or something. Let's go down. Is there something examinable? Nope. Can I take a...
Not the typical tool for a nurse.
I'm just gonna double check in here, just in case I didn't miss anything. Don't think so. The guy's still drunk. And passed out, sure. Okay.
I command you to let me out!
Is there a way for me to talk to one of these prisoners or something? I feel like that might be the key. Okay, so... I feel like there's nothing more here to explore. I'm pretty certain that I got everything in his room. I mean, this room isn't that big, so... Is it in the medicine room? Oh, anything like this? Maybe on the walls that I missed? Anything here on the side that I missed? The doors to the ground floor are locked and likely guarded. It appears I can't go below. Sir Watson is in the guy next door. That's an unused dumbwaiter that seems to be fully functional, judging by the cooking grease stains and connected to kitchens above. I feel like I'm still very lost. Like, I have no idea what to do with this frog puzzle. I'm guessing I'll just have to collect all the other poems and see what happens. Patient hates the guards. Obstruct access to block B. There must be a way to slip past him without being caught. Okay, so this is the guy that's pretending to be Napoleon. After the incident with the nurses, prescribed for product fasting for a week. Mention Josephine to make him more manageable. Okay. Or syringe. Something's massive. Wow, what a word. Macabre? I think that's how it is. Anyways, is going on. Actually, let me look that up, what that word is right now. Dwelling on the gruesome. Okay, so something gruesome is going on in the asylum. And dreadful. Okay, simple case of missing servant to full of a massive kidnapping. Okay, so we still need one more blue dot. We need one more item. Where could this one item be though? So this is for sure have to be, it's a blue dot, so it has to be something that like physically tangible that I can pick up and use. What if I pin something? Can I talk to any of these people? What if I pin and I talk to the guy?
My comrades in Paris shall hear about this.
Okay. I don't know what else can we do about this. Okay, let's take a look at all the buckets and rooms. There has to be something physical that we can pick up in order for us to like solve the final piece of the puzzle. Can't be that hard. There's only like 2 rooms, right? But I'm almost certain that is not in here. Oh, fuck me in the frickin' sideways, bitch. Ah. Can't believe I missed this. Professor Gygax, I have suffered serious chemical burns upon my hands and the consequences of your inexcusable actions. My sessions with Gerda ended before I even begin. Poor thing was so terrified she refused to talk and started to destroy everything in the room rather than let me approach her. What you did to Gertrude will not and cannot happen again. Let it be known that I consider your methods as barbaric malpractice. If, as you boldly claim, you wish to be future of my facility, you must embody my high standards. Do not disappoint me again. Professor Becker, Director of Black Eldowist. Okay, so clearly people know that she's a problem maker out of here.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Okay. Are we gonna make a blowgun out of the syringe? Oh my gosh. We are, aren't we? Okay. It could be possible to sedate the guard from a distance using a handmade blowpipe. Perhaps one of the tubes in the storage room could suit. So, can I pick it up?
This should suffice.
Oh. Nice. So I think we are good. I think now we just got to blowpipe is now ready to use. Cool. Alright, let's what do I do? Do I just approach? Oh, okay. Oh my god, I get to aim this too. We made? Okay. I just gotta say. Sherlock must have a very, very strong lungs. To blow in the pipe, shoot out, dare I say, a glass syringe full of sedatives, and still pierce through the guy's, like, basically back. Dude, he got some hell of a lungs. Frogs cannot think. Oh, this is the first one. Okay. First little frog. Frogs cannot think, and I surely can. That is the difference between a frog and a man. First little frog was my very first try. Her dumb little head is needed to pry. Hannah Polar near the hole in the wall wanders. There her head with a break encounters. First little frog dies and the walls of back Ellis. Wow, okay, so it's actually documenting all of the killings that this person, perpetrator, did.
This should be enough.
Oh my gosh!
Attention, at least from a distance.
We are suddenly fucking hitmen. We can just like snatch people's clothes off and disguise ourselves. Oh, we got a poker game going on. I can't freaking see the cards. Oh, it's literally the same hand as it was in the bar, the Little Mermaid bar. Alright, what's this?
Manufactured and packaged here.
Oh, sorry, what is this? Oh, that is the drugs from the other place.
This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
Yep, okay, yep. So this is the necrotics drug. Herr Schinnister, I hasten to assure you that your son is in good hands and that his unexpected development psychological disorder can be remedied at our facility. I'm sure you are as concerned about your son's well-being as I am, and I'm confident our combined efforts will lead to a speedy recovery. The housing of our pharmaceuticals in your warehouse is an important part of this process. If you succeed at drawing officials' attentions away from this precious cargo, there will be nothing to stop me from returning your son to you, safe, sound, and free of this unfortunate illness. Yours sincerely, Professor Gaiax. So that's how these drugs managed to sneak in. All right, he basically got a hostage, if you can even call it that. I'm guessing that whole quote unquote returning your son thing is basically he adopted him, right? I don't think it has anything to do with patience or anything. At least that's my speculation anyway. Anyways, we are in Block B. Let's go left since this I think. Oh my gosh, that's a pretty creepy, dark room in there. Oh, more doctors. I can't walk up to that though. Anything to examine here? Doesn't look like it. Am I supposed to pin something? It gave me a clue to pin something, but I don't know what to pin. Okay. Shinsner. I'm gonna see if yeah, I'm gonna see if their son is around here. I feel like that's what our next play is.
Go away, or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails.
Miss,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands, just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda? Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't ya? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers. Go away, pig!
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
Okay. Gercha. Okay, so that's Gercha. This is restricted area. Okay. More crying. Wait, what the hell? How did I get here? Oh, okay, never mind. I walk through... Oh, okay, I walk through these set of doors, and Gercha's over here. Excuse me. Is it because Gercha's graphics kind of bugged out? Okay, well, we are gonna keep moving then. These names are all scratched up. I can't get inside the door, so I think this is useless. More doctors on that side. Okay. Anything to examine here? Actually, anything to examine in his room. I don't think there's anything to examine on this hall, so... Guess we're gonna go back. There's a glass bottle here, but I don't know if... I can't pick it up or anything. So I think it's just nothing. Alright, so... Be on our way then. Okay, so this is back to block. Okay, so this is back to block A. So... Okay, all Gretchen can talk about is Heidi. Heidi went through unimaginable torture. Her eyes and arms were torn off. Can we solve something here? No, we can't solve something yet. So, is there something for me to talk about with Heidi? Frogs cannot think. Anna. Okay. Block path. Infiltration. Dumbbell worker. Okay. Timothy. Patients hate the guards. Fourth little frog. This is Lucy Dunrup. Okay. Whose funny talkers end up shutting up. She said is behind Hell's Doors, whatever that is. Gretchen could know more. Gretchen could know more. But how does one... Okay, let's talk to her about this again.
They took you away, and I'll never forgive them.
Okay.
Why did they hurt you, Heidi?
I'm confuzzled. So now what? So there's only... Oh! I can enter the restricted area! Oh! Okay, well... Alright, let's... There's some dangerous fumes. Or just steam that's coming out is not dangerous. This is the third little frogs? Okay. Frogs cannot dream. I surely can. That's the difference between a frog and a man. Frog's dreaming is seedless. There is nothing to reap. So I woke up the third frog from his meaningless sleep. A man counts sheep, and Peter Tachakchek has seen 0. In holding chambers lies smothered by pillow. Third little frog dies in the walls of Black Ellis. Restricted area, okay. So we're in the restricted area. Anything here on this side? Oh, that looks like a very, very dangerous bathtub? I don't know what this is.
The garments of several dozen people at least.
Okay.
Fabric burnt in the furnace.
Okay. They're burning clothes. Here? Here? Oh.
A jalabia, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
Okay. So we proved that there's foreigners here then, right? Oh, that's creepy ass fucking doll.
So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on Haunted Doll Watch.
Haunted doll watch. Oh, it's a... Is it hay? I guess so. Wait, can I take it? Oh.
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
Oh, so now what? Do I give that lady her doll back? Let's go give that lady her doll back. Okay, what? Oh wait, Heidi's here, right?
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl. What did they do to you?
Shh. It's all right now. Everything will be all right.
Please, Gerda, now I have found Heidi, I need some help from you in return.
Shh, Heidi. We should thank the man, don't you think?
Should we ask her for the background? I was like, okay, why are you here?
How did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Okay, what? Do you know Professor Becker? Yep.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
What happened to the... What do you know about Gygax?
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility with an iron fist. Do you know anything about her?
She's sick. She did nasty things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was alright.
It was alright. Well, I guess so. If it's like a real medical facility, it would have been alright. What happened to the foreign patients?
Tell me all you know about those funny talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards would take them down the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
Oh, okay, so...
I shall leave you two to get reacquainted.
Alright, so we gotta go to the restricted area where the scream stops talking, or a scream coming. And, yeah, no biggie. Just walk right into... Sorry, I'm just checking to see if there's anything I missed. If not, let's head right into it. What is it? Restricted area? Okay. To the mouth of hell we go! This seems to be a big room. Blood hit from above. Alright, hold on. This seems smaller. Okay, let's explore this area first. Scribble in Gregorian. Okay. Drugs? Yep, more drugs. Yes, we get the
So
point.
this is how they kept the prisoners docile and harmless.
Docile and harmless, indeed. Needles? Nope. Oh, we're not in. Oh, there. N4. Oh, they don't know. Oh. Is that supposed to be a racist term? I got a feeling that's supposed to be a racist term. But that's just my speculation. They could be just giving them codes, but who knows. Well, anyways, we're gonna move along. Young adult male, nationality Dutch. Oh wait, no, it's not a racial term. It's actually Dutch. A weak-minded subject, eager to follow orders for perceived reward. Strong build, dose with 0.4 mg. 5, adult male, Romanian. The subject remained violent, requiring the need for traditional sedatives. Once calm, the dosage for a subject was minimum 0.2. Young adult male and Ainu? Language incomprehensible. Subject is thus assumed mad. What? Okay, just because you don't understand what the hell he's saying, you're like, oh, he's mad. Yep, that's right, man, that's right. He's mad. We don't understand him. Subject possesses a lighter, more agile name, and as such, a smaller dosage was required. More agile frame, sorry. I don't know why I had the whole fucking thing covered and I was like, and I said name. 7, young adult male, Maori. Language incomprehensible. If subject is assumed mad, the subject was large and required above an average 0.8 mg. Summary: all subject in good condition show signs of obedience regardless of race or native language. They must move on further testing. Okay. Anything here? Oh, I'm supposed to recreate scenes. What's that? Something sticking out. Oh, it's
an Orthodox reliquary commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
Okay. Anything here? Oh, what's this? Sorry, what was the choices? Oh yeah, no, definitely the beating part. Alright, what's this? Discoloration, strong chlorine smell.
Disinfected frequently.
Okay. Oh, this is the entire scene. Okay.
These are the same crates we found in London. I should take a closer look.
All right. Click. Oh, there we go.
Substantial blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
Okay, what's this?
A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident.
Oh. Okay, so he just stabbed himself inside the what the hell? Whatever, the crate. Sorry, I don't know why the words are escaping me. Scratches, broken nails. Okay. Makes sense. I think we can recreate scene. Perhaps? I don't know about that yet. What else is there? Oh, 4 things to see. What?
The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous.
Well, yes, they want him to be alive to be his patients, you know? They don't want dead bodies. They're not a fucking morgue.
Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell. I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water.
Okay, what else is there? Corners? Bottle? Body? What's going on? Oh, that? Yes.
This is the same design as the one from London. This trip was prolonged and perilous.
Okay. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, anyone that's been stuffed in a practically coffin, for days would be perilous. Second frog. Okay, I think we're getting we got 5 of them already. And I wonder if that's all five we're waiting to find. Frogs cannot choose. I surely can. That is the difference between a frog and a man. The second little frog gave up to its fate, which I choose for her and served on the plate. Abigail, immeasurably bleeding, almost full tank. Near the examination room, she lies with a shank. Second little frog dies in the walls of Black Elderus. Alright, so what's the... It is possible that it wasn't beaten, but that wouldn't explain the blood. Right? I think this one is the most reasonable one. And then this one is... No, he's not putting them in. I think this is the right one, right? So he's carrying out the dead body, while that other one is alive. Yeah, okay, so it's this one. Alright, now what's the last node I had to look into?
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
I'm guessing the last node is... Sorry, where is it? This is one. This is the second one. And then the first one is here, I think? No, it's not here. Where the fuck? Here? The fuck? I unlocked it though. I just don't know where the hell it is. Oh. Nah, it ain't people coming down. It's a fucking coffin. There we go. Alright, I think we're good.
The carriages
Yep,
backed through these
perfect.
doors, and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next, the crates were opened, freeing their passengers. Not everyone survived the journey. The dirty, exhausted, and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells. All the cells are now empty, and I have not located a morgue. Time to find Hell's Door.
Hell's Door. Whoops. I think I said something different earlier. Alright, so I think we're good, right?
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
So now what? Can I solve something? Nope. Okay, let's continue on then. So the prisoners are all gone. I think I have to go back to the beginning. I'm gonna take a wild guess that some of these doors are now unlocked for me. Yeah, that graphics for that lady, Gertrude, is definitely bugged. Alright, so now what? Do I get in here? Nope. Alright, so what's the case file now? Foreigners must be taken through a hidden door after some preparation in the cell. The passage must lie somewhere near the back. The back entrance. Okay, so I think that we need to go back to... None of these can be opened. Fair enough. So there must be an exit here somewhere, right? I think that's the idea. Like, is there an exit somewhere here? Okay, sorry. So let me pin this, and I just want... There must be a secret passage near the rear entrance. Oh. Wheeled shut. Oh, okay. Is there some... kind of... Oh.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel.
Oh, wow. From US to London on ship? Back in the day? That's gotta take a month. Or two. Scratches.
Scratches. Something has been moved through here.
Yep. So here's the passage.
This seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
Okay, do I press it? Do I press it? What's going on? Am I... Okay. So it is a door, so what do I do? Oh, solve, okay. How to get the keys to Hell's Door? Documented and testimony. Oh, photographs, blockade, letter to Heidi. Medical evaluation. Sorry, what's this? Okay, no. Oh, photograph, Heidi. Okay, gotta be this. What about this? Patient hates the guards. Foreigners supposed to be taken to a hidden door somewhere. Okay, this is definitely one of them. Right? A working dumbwaiter. Let's do it. Oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna take a wild stab as this. I don't know. I feel like this... Yeah, I feel like these puzzles are also... Like, this linking thing is rather vague at times. What's this? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, clearly the observation I'm still missing. Alright, let's take a look around. So let's look at the prison and see if there's anything I missed. Feels like I didn't miss anything? I got the entire scene. Alright, let's go back to the case file and see if we can solve it. A working dumbwaiter, it works. Patient hates the guards. I have no idea if this is actually the right one. We're gonna link Heidi to this, I don't know why. Okay. Okay, we're gonna link the medical evaluation because we're relating it to, you know, the patients that's being adopted. Sure. What? Okay, I don't... What? I have no idea how this gets linked to this. Alright, so I'm definitely missing an item here. I'm definitely missing a testimony here. Alright, what am I missing in the testimony? I need to pin and look, I think. Gretchen got her doll back. I need to pin and analyze. What does that even mean? Like, do I gotta talk to someone about this? Like, maybe talk to Gretchen about this?
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
How to open the Hell's door?
I found Hell's door, the one that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear Heidi crying? Look at her! Look! She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over her screams. Poor Heidi. We will fix you. I promise. We will fix you.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
Okay, what do I need to do now? She continues to maintain Heidi's know everything. Okay, 2 buttons, frets, glues, nails. Okay. Go back to the storage room because it has the tools to fix almost anything, apparently. Alright, is it this way? Yup. Okay, oh, it doesn't have buttons or anything like that though. Sorry, what do I need to do? 2 buttons, frets, glues, and nails. Oh. Rusty nails. So I got the nails. I got the glue. Okay, so investigation complete. Did I get her everything already? Found the glues, found the nails. I need frets and 2 buttons. Oh, frets will be in the... in the room where they were burning prisoners' clothes. Which is right... here? Yep. Oh, I got the buttons as well. Frets. There we go. We got everything. Oh, I'm such a genius. Okay, these puzzles are... the puzzle for Chapter 3 is a lot more well made. Well, I guess I say well made because it seems like it makes logical sense. Chapter 1 and 2, it felt like a little...
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
How is she feeling?
Everything will be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes, I...
Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already. She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
What? So she's a ventriloquist? Or whatever those, like, you know, people can, like, you know, talk in the voice of a doll without moving their mouth?
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
What should Heidi talk about? Wait, what's this? Something Marcus was going on is ask them detailed understanding about foreigners. Floors are locked and lightly guarded. There's a patient block A believes Napoleon. Alright, so
For us. Look, Gerda, the man is insane. The professor would...
okay.
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity on.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
Alright, so let's present fuck.
For us. Look,
Heidi,
ask...
Oh, those things get mixed up, right? Oh, okay, so actually I can just find the items that were existing in both the last two trials.
I found Hell's Door, but it's locked. Is there a way to get in?
Hell's Door? Never heard of it. You're so dull! Look!
Okay,
Heidi,
Ask...
so let's go this one,
Hell...
and then
You're so... Look!
okay, so dumbwaiter is not the right answer. So investigate, and then medical.
You're so... Look!
Okay, so medical evaluation is not one of them. So let's go back to what we need to do. Investigate.
that's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again! Your teeth will... Look!
Okay, that was not the right play. So we have investigate. Then we have Heidi.
Look, Gerda, the...
Wait, what? Oh, I presented the wrong one. Fuck. Investigate. And then we have...
You're so...
What?
Ask...
I'm so screwing this up. Investigate.
Help...
Sorry, which one did I do? Gretcha's... Up. Okay, up. And then...
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood in bits.
You could. But then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said...
And now I say tell him!
The professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when new people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
Gygax. Of course. Thank you, Gerda. Heidi. I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever!
Okay. That was like so... The horror aspect of that, I guess, quote unquote. It's so... over the top, I feel like. Like, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it fit in this context. Like, I think the first time might have been a bit of a shock, and which is great. Like, you know, you get like the effects of it. But then afterwards, then it just became excessive, I feel like. Anyways. Let's just get out of here. Oh, this guy's no longer, talking, huh? Alright, so now what? Solve? Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Done. Okay, Watson could find it and send it downstairs. Must be in the guest room beside Gygax's office. Perhaps you can acquire the key and use the kitchen dumbwaiter to deliver it down to storage. Okay, sure. How to get Watson for help? A working dumbwaiter. Wait, sorry, what's this? Watson must be in the guest room. Investigate. Half blocked. Even try to play him on call. Okay, work. Okay, so how about I do patient hates the guards while there was a block path upstairs. Alright, there you go. The patient who claims to be Napoleon Bonaparte could help. Freeing him could create enough of a distraction to find and contact Watson on the floor. Okay, cool. Now what? So, do I go back to the patient? Okay. So I think this is gonna be I've been doing 2 for 2 right now. I'm trying to go for like 3 for 3, doing it one shot. So I'm gonna take a wild guess based on these pins. Oh my gosh, I don't actually know because I feel like some of them are kind of the same height. I'm gonna guess is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wait, sorry. Yeah, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4. 2, 3, 1. Wait, sorry. 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 1. 3, 2, 4. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker. I'm a lockpick master. Well, yeah, sure, why not? Progress the story.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go. Your freedom awaits.
I am coming, Josephine. Josephine, le voilà. Catch him!
Nice. I even love how they play the music for it.
Watson, over here.
Holmes? What are you doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
Tell me what's going on.
What is happening, Holmes? I need an explanation.
It's quite simple. I created a distraction so that I could tell you something important, and in turn, I need you to acquire something important for me.
How can you call any of this charade simple?
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You are unfailingly dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
Okay, so do I get to analyze anything here? Is
Blood
that
in the water? Someone must have washed their hands here recently.
Yeah, I was gonna say like,
What have
is
we
that
got ourselves into, Holmes?
well? At least it's blood and water, not like blood. It looked pretty dense.
The only reason to hang something this harrowing here would be to create another patient.
Nice. Alright, what's this? Gun? It was like, I love how like the moment you pick up the gun is like pointing at you. Like, what the fuck? Am I trying to off myself?
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed.
Alright, nice, we got a gun. This is the only time where these characters are fucking logical. You should be carrying a weapon on you all the time. Bruh. Like, you guys are doing some dangerous work right now.
Did a child make these?
Ah, it's Gretcha. Alright, so we Gucci? Alright, I think we're Gucci. Hey, it's a fish! It's a Tulu! Or whatever that house from Game of Thrones. Director's office? Can I not go in yet? Kitchen. Can I talk to her?
Did you hear that a patient escaped? All the guards rushed off to find him.
Okay.
I suppose it will be one less ungrateful mouth to feed if he dies out there.
Ooh.
One time, it took them 5 days to find the patient. They found him frozen in the snow. I heard his arm snapped right off.
Looks dusty but functional.
Okay, so this is a dumbbell.
Oh, we never use that. I think it connects somewhere downstairs.
No, not even you know about this, huh?
If anything else goes wrong tonight, we'll be all out of stuff. If anything else
Okay.
goes
Well,
wrong
that's a
tonight,
giant ass
we'll be all out of stuff.
pig head. Holy jeez. Alright, so we found the dumbbell. We're good at that. Oh my gosh, I remember this scene now. Patient room 2. Oh, hey.
I'm struggling to remember something. It's something familiar. If only I could place it. I must think. Maybe if I write another poem, I will remember. Why does my mind play such tricks on me? Why does my mind play such tricks on me?
Oh, so these are like the better patients. Right? Like they're not being locked up at least. Patient's poetry. Oh, beautiful alpine flowers whose heart I do miss so. You call to me while I don't see. How could I let you go? The storm cuts through my senses, makes all my thoughts so blind. With no captain, I miss reason. What did they truly find? Cold and dark with grimy walls, roughly held like animals trapped yet free. Why do I fall? Something squirms on the tip of the tongue, but what can it be? What did I forget? Okay, that guy's a poet. Alright, he's hella of a poet. Alright, so that way is probably no go. I was just gonna say, so I kind of remember the scene. I believe in the original, it was a much more wide open and bright skies cloister. Clearly it isn't so bright and cheerly as the original, I feel.
Did you see my son? He's such a sweet boy. If you happen to meet him, tell him I'm here. My baby will return to me, you'll see. I'll be waiting right here as long as it takes.
Okay.
We'll leave this place as soon as my boy's back. We'll leave this place as soon as my
Okay.
boy's back.
I don't want to guard Block B tonight. One of the patients there whispers to me all the time. He tells me such horrible things. I should resign, shouldn't I? This is all a bit much. I wanted to be a dancer.
No, what? I'm sorry, bro. Dancer and security guard seems like a far career divergence. I'm guessing he must be feeling a lot of mental stress.
I wanted to be a dancer.
I want them to fly. Try to fly away. Escape, my little ones.
Okay.
Yes, fly. Oh, fly far away from here. If I were a bird, you wouldn't see me waddling around. Use your wings. If I were a bird,
okay,
you wouldn't see me waddling around. Use your wings.
I feel like all of these are just gibberish, but I want to do it anyways just because, I don't know, just get the feel of the story.
Give it to me. No, I don't want to. Why not? You're mean. That's rude. And I'm not. You're lying. Shh, stranger. You must be quiet. Yes. He's not real. He's not real. Don't look at him. He's not real.
Okay.
He's not real. Don't look at him.
A visitor? No, you shouldn't have come here. Get out while you can. If you linger too long, the professor will keep you forever.
Uh-oh.
No one escapes the Edelweiss. No one.
Oh, it's called Edelweiss.
No
Whoops.
one escapes the Edelweiss. No one.
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months. When people shout, all I want to do is find a dark corner and hide. I can't bear it. Professor Gygax says I can return home as soon as I'm better. I miss him so much. I miss him so much.
Okay.
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it? The nurses don't believe me. No one helps me. I just want the scratching to stop. Why won't they make the scratching stop? Why won't they make the
Okay.
scratching stop?
I think we are exhausted all our patients. Oh, that's the reception office. Cool. Very cool graphics, by the way. I feel like I got a slight feeling these are just like probably like default resources or like market resources. But still, I guess it's done pretty well, I guess. It's something that I wouldn't mind looking at. I guess that's the best way to put it. Alright, so let's head to the main objective, which is Director's office.
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Herr Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other, no?
I'm afraid there's not much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I'm a doctor.
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are other methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave his post. Do you grow weary of me already, Doctor?
Lost in your thoughts? Oh, just admiring your office, yeah.
I was simply admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
Oh no, Gretchen and Heidi.
I hope everything is to your liking, Dr. Watson.
Alright, so what do I do? Can I go in? I can't go in. Okay, so here's the problem. Do I have... Can I solve? Okay, how do I lure Dr. Gygax out of her office? A very important patient. You know what? Hold on. Let's go out and see if we can talk to a bit more people in the courtyard. Or the cloister, as I always like to call it. Oh.
Minor birds, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful creatures. How sad that they're caged here.
Okay, so I do...
I miss him so much.
Okay, so... There's gotta be a way... Okay, let's solve. Wait, hold on. Let's talk to this one dude.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
Okay. Okay, why does Garrix care about Wolf? He is a very important patient. Oh, he's also... Oh, okay. What about if it's this? Oh, whoops. Well, there's that. Somehow, the evidence that I didn't think it was gonna linked, while the other two that I thought was gonna link, didn't link. Well done. Okay, so a very important patient is linked. Patient's poetry? Maybe? Okay, so the poetry did link. Patient hates guards, working dumbwaiter, investigation of how to get Gygax out of the office. Let's do this one. Maybe... Okay. So we still need patient hates guards, dumbing, investigating. Let's do this one. I don't know. I'm just trying it out now. Okay, guess not. Follow this one. Alright, so. Okay, as I expected. So we don't have any observation. We need one more observation. And I cannot go into analysis mode with Watson, so I guess we just gotta look around. Good old-fashioned adventure game style. I think that's pretty much it.
We rarely have visitors here.
Okay, how do we trick him? I think we gotta talk to one of these gals.
No one escapes the Edelweiss.
I think that the solution is talk to one of these gals.
We'll leave this place as soon as my boy's back.
If I were a bird, you wouldn't see me waddling around. Use your wings.
I miss him so much.
Okay, there must be some other observation.
Why won't they make the scratching stop?
What's some other observation that I can get that I'm missing?
I wanted to be a dancer.
The bell? No, the bell, they're useless. Okay. No, well, yeah, we know that already. Oh, what if we talk to the gal?
If anything else goes wrong tonight, we'll be all out of stuff.
What's this? Guest room? Is there some other observation that I'm missing here? We got everything here, right? So I think this is not the right play. Alright, let's get out. Is there another door that I haven't been through yet? Oh, what about this? Oh, okay, cool. I can go back to the reception. What's this? Administration? Alright, there's gotta be something here for me to see, right?
Photograph seems recent. A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these.
Hey.
Good lord, that's a lot of records.
Gygax patients reports, October 1879. A more serious treatment is necessary. My special patient will be transferred to patient room 2 on the ground floor. All other patients must be removed from my schedule and reassigned to other specialists at this institute. This patient's mental state requires constant monitoring and immediate intervention to avoid undesirable consequences. December 1879, so that's 2 months later. The necessary surgical procedure was successfully performed. Physical recovery is still in progress. Memory loss is increasing, but still not complete. A new obsession with writing has developed, probably as a side effect. January 1880, so that's 1 month. A patient's writing now mentions old names, clear signs of memory, partial memory recovery, unacceptable results. A second surgery is required, targeting both the frontal and the temporal lobes. Oh, he's trying to make them forget. Right. That was the that was her objective, or her approach to curing these people. 1 more month later. Surgery went well. The patient's memory does not persist for longer than a couple of minutes, although the obsession with writing lingers. Danger eliminated. Daily monitoring prescribed. I see. I don't think that's hearing the problem, ma'am. So let's go to the front, the admin. A visitor from space, glowing meteor lands in Arkham. What? Is that like a Lovecraft reference? Okay, this one I got.
I hope you're finding your room comfortable, Dr. Watson. Professor Gygax will have much to tell you. Try to get some rest. It's nice to have you here. We don't get many visitors. It's nice to have
Okay,
you
yep.
here.
I think we exhausted her conversation log. What's this? Examination room. What is this? That's some... Huh? At first I thought it was a fireplace, but then I was like, wait a minute, this is like more ornamental than anything. Hey, it's a didgeridoo. That's an instrument. That's like, you know, it almost like a horn. A very, very low horn for that matter. Alright, so solve? I think I got more. Nope, don't got observation. I know from Persephone. Okay, so let's link this to this. I don't know any observation. Working investigation. Patient hates the guards. Something Marco's going on. Sure. Okay. Okay, I don't think this is working out. Okay, what about the patient hates the guards? I don't think this is it, but I'm just exhausting this just so I can get a more clearer picture. I'm still missing a lot of observations. I wonder where I'm missing them, actually. I'm curious now. Like, I feel like am I like not looking at enough things around me? That seems like a rather odd problem to have. Alright, this can't go L. I don't think I can go L.
I can't just leave Holmes here alone.
Okay. Okay, yep, we saw that already. We went to the administration office. I think we saw everything here. I'm just gonna take a quick roundabout. See if there's anything I missed. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's head back out. Alright, what's this? Guest room. Okay, that's us. Well, it's gonna take a quick scout. I think that's it. Nothing here in these hallways. A bunch of shields.
I wonder how Edelweiss compares to your clinics in England.
Okay, quick loop around. There is nothing here.
Looks dusty but functional.
Okay. I'm pretty sure we exhausted her conversation log, so let's move on. Patient room 2. Like, let's...
You are Mr. Wolf, am I
Okay,
right?
yep.
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
But why am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right, you don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind? Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just a little joke, don't mind me.
But why am I here, Doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
Oh, let's observe. Oh, Watson observing. One side is paralyzed, okay. 10. Faded with age. Sure. What? Oh, there. Possible abuse of medicine. Okay. Around. Oh, head. 2 deep scars, precise surgical incisions. An adult male with 2 deep surgical scars on the side of his head and an old chemical burn on one of his hand. Mr. Wolf has some paralysis on his facial muscles, most likely a result of brain surgeries. Blue-gray pigmentation spots on his skin are likely due to overuse of medication containing silver nitrate. It appears that his illness is a direct result of the treatment he has been received here at Bacillus. Ill due to treatment itself.
Dear Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
A patient named Gygax holds special interest in... Okay, sure. Can we solve? Wolf is the former director of Black... Oh my gosh. Wolf is the actual Professor Becker. He's actually Professor Becker, the previous director of Black Edelweiss. He now suffers from severe memory issues but still retain his ability to write. Oh, shit. Dude, that just suddenly turned fucking dark. I actually thought he was a real patient and he just like yanked the previous professor and fucking messed him up. Okay, a very important patient. Okay, sure. If Becker can still write, perhaps he can get Gygax's attention with a letter. Alright, let's pin.
Hello again. You won't remember me, but we've met before. I am Dr. John Watson. And you are Professor Becker. You were the previous director of this facility, the Black Edelweiss.
Professor, really? Actually, that name does sound familiar. Wait. Let me write it down. I try to recall memories through writing, but they always feel just out of reach.
As a matter of fact, I have more for you to jot down.
Oh, yes. Yes, please, anything.
Professor Gygax did this to you. She made you forget everything, even who you are. But we will play a trick on her. We will write a letter so that she learns her lesson. Put down what I dictate.
Gygax is cruel.
Dear Professor Gygax, your vile work has ruined countless lives through needless suffering. Your methods serve nothing but to show your own sick emotional state.
Gygax will be caught.
You will be brought to justice, and the world will know your cruelty. And by the time you make it to my cell, the police will already know the truth of how you came to be director of this asylum. Signed, Professor Becker.
There. It's done. Now, hold on a minute. Who are you?
My name is John Watson. I'm a doctor from London, a veteran of Afghanistan, and I wish to be a writer, though deep down I fear I lack the talent. And presently I'm risking my life to help my brilliant detective flatmate in the pursuit of a cult of kidnappers, even as I fear it may destroy him. I'm tired and hungry, and I have not had a good bath in weeks, and yet despite it all, I feel alive. Any more questions?
Good heavens, sir. You're as mad as they come.
Well, that's good. Watson is slowly finding the life after war. You know, so here's something interesting about the take on Sherlock Holmes. I do have all the books. Like, I have like a entire collection of them, binded in one giant like 500, 600, 700 page book. Didn't have a chance to finish reading all of them yet, but from what I understand is I don't actually think he was a veteran. I feel like Watson, I mean, I don't think it was mentioned that he was a war veteran. I feel like that's something that it was like adapted in the later works, like in media, other movies, other shows, other books, but you know, I guess it's all right. I guess like it's nice to see other people's take on the character.
One of the patients asked me to deliver this note. It's for Professor Gygax.
Thank you, Doctor. Leave it with me.
Unbelievable. Kunz, with me.
Okay, yup. Hey. Anything to scan? Quickly scan through.
Close, but I don't think this is the key.
Oh.
This is too small to be what Holmes asked for.
I was so certain it was that. Diary. December 1879. It has been 3 months since I took over Edelwins from Becker. Now all my colleagues approved the rules change, so I am now the only professor here. No matter, the hiring of several strong nurses will solve the personnel shortage. At last, my work can flourish without the impairment of his lesser mind. And then it's 4 months later, or 3 months. The first payment has arrived from R. Our deal does pose risk, but the possibilities are endless if his words are true. May, so 2 months later, the first shipment of chosen ones have arrived. R has sent a vast selection of broken minds. The work ahead will be difficult, but then doubly useful for my own research as well. 2 birds and 1 stone. Okay, so you got some broken minds. I don't know what this R means. I feel like that needs to be resolved. Ooh, what the hell? Wait, really? What else is there? This book? The candle? Maps? Ooh. Letter from New Orleans Bank. Dear Professor, we've been took possession of a collection of rare gems on behalf of your mutual acquaintance. The gems have now been sold to Louisiana jewelers, who made several offers far exceeding our expert estimate of the stones. The final sale price agreed upon for the 11 gems was 12,550 Swiss francs. Our client has instructed that you receive 2/3 of this sum transferred to your solicitor as per usual. As always, our discretion is assured, and we look forward to continuing business with you and your illustrious patron. Yours truly, Jeffrey Scott, representative of E.W. Gray Banking House, New Orleans, USA, January 9, 1882. Is this the thing that we're looking for?
An Edelweiss relief about 2 inches in diameter. This must be what Holmes was after.
Okay, so I think we're good. That's whole ass. Can we at least like close all the fucking drawers, Watson? Oh my god.
Nothing special about this.
Then why are you picking it up? Alright, nice. She's gone. I love how the whole thing seems automatic. It's not even hand cranked. It just looks automatically done. Go Holmes! Oh, shit. We are down. We are down in the dungeon. Alright, let's pop this baby open. Right. Ooh, what is this? Oh, an actual school. Wow, this is actually by far the most nicely decored out of the entire facility, I feel like. Heck, I would even say this is even more decored than like... better decored, I mean, than like the director's office. Alright, so anything I need to see? Oh, okay. Broken tooth, light colored
Tooth of an adult male,
Ammo.
likely lost in a beating. Only a couple of days old.
Oh, ugh. So it's like they're beating the shit out of them for like learning something, or they're teaching them something. Oh, chain too. Ooh. Can I move around? Oh, there we go. Steel chain, worn.
The inside of the cuff is worn. It's been used often.
Alright. Oh, we're doing this, huh? Alright, what else do we do? What's this?
A wax cylinder. There is something recorded on it.
Okay.
The writing is mostly gone. Phonetic symbols, perhaps.
Okay. I think that's Cthulhu speak. I know that because like if you look at the top left, it seems like R, F, and G, definitely Cthulhu speak, which is actually kind of odd. So, how should I say it? I guess you could translate like the Elder Being language to English or whatever human language, but generally speaking, the Elder language is just itself, like it's hard to translate, right? Like even if they scribble with their best of their ability in English, no fucking normal people can read it. So I guess that's what they're trying to well, I guess that also explains the beating. Right? Like because they're trying to learn something that like doesn't make any fucking sense and that cannot be easily translated. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. How the fuck are you gonna read that? Yeah, so for those of you who have never read Lovecraft before, that is what they write inside the actual book. So it's like when you stumble upon it, I was like, how the fuck do I read this? Anyways, these are cultists in training. Well, that's... Hello there. A brain? This? Yep. The bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send first shipment of chosen ones. They will arrive in 2 weeks. Do not fail us. Oh, okay. Telegram for all needs. The bank has the gems. My master has ordered me to send the first shipment of the chosen ones. The first shipment of the chosen ones. Oh, so they're sending it to the asylum, and then for training, and that's how they get the money, I guess. And so they're actually not in the business of training cultists. They are in the business of training cultists, and that's how they get money to funnel their main operation, which is supposedly cure patients, if you even call that curing. Alright, Professor, trust my guide, the light of the abyss, for he shall enlighten our chosen ones. Make sure he is present, and our chosen utter nothing but the sacred words. And lo, the trance will begin, and we will be inch closer to the universe beyond. Your work is essential, as many of our flock do not speak our language, and time is of the essence. It will be best to work in groups performing at least one scenes per day for a week. Of course, the most susceptible members will have to be tamed by your hands. In the meantime, my work continues on a physical method to maintain a trance state through the imminent light waves of Calcine lens. Calisled, I think? I'm not sure what that means. Finally, my men in New Orleans will contact you regarding the new shipments of Chosen. Make room for them as you have done before. Wait, hold on a fucking second. So this is R writing to Professor. And make sure he's present. The Chosen, the other words, essential. New shipment of Chosen. Okay, so the Chosen, whatever, it's the prisoners, right? That they were abducting, you know, foreigners and sending them over here. Sorry, what else? The key? Oh. Point? Yep, there we go. Hey. Oh, this looks rather dark. Oh, it's an elevator. Notebook of Professor Gygax. The new method at last started to show progress. The success rate is 4 out of 10, and the failures are not responding to any external stimuli. Nevertheless, the photophonetic system can be declared an undeniable success. Regardless of their native language or place of origin, individuals learn to speak the chant without flaw. They learn it quickly and fluently, despite lacking all mental autonomy. Regrettably, one of the Chosen continues to resist. Isolation and deprivation resulted in a strengthening of their disobedience. Negotiation only ignited anger, and even after direct removal of the frontal and temporal loops, it seems all that was left was an innate desire to resist. This Chosen one cannot be allowed to pollute the minds of the others. The conclusion is inescapable. They cannot continue to live. I will see that they are sent to the well.
Looks as if it's been recently used.
Okay, can we use the... Yep. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. They're just like replaying the same thing to them over and over again, so teach them, right? Does this go on forever? Oh, okay. Ooh. More dangerous stuff.
Dynamo machine. Provides electrical stimulation for the person in the chair.
Ah, it's a shocking chair.
Full grain leather straps. Impossible to escape.
Okay. Aw, the poor birds. I remember this scene. Yeah, so this is actually from the original as well. They actually take the birds and actually perform like surgery on them and see if they forget to fly, basically, I think.
A very professional brain dissection.
Oh my gosh, wait, hold on a second. I don't think I'm done searching up here. Oh, the well. Oh, here's the well.
Oh, the spell.
Oh, that's definitely a body well.
Dear God, is that body parts?
Yes, and you seem to be rather nonchalant about this whole investigation.
Judging by the remnants of blood and flesh, these instruments were used for dismemberment. Utterly inhuman.
Mm-hmm. Is this inhuman? Or is this just pure brutality, Holmes? With murderous and sinister intent. Well, I suppose it's no longer intention. They've committed it. So I think this is all there is to see here. We pop out open here. Okay, this is the long hallway. This is the thing here. This is the elevator, which is not working, or I can't find an activation point. So we will head down. Let's go, let's go. Oh!
Get out of my head!
Your mind fisted, devoid of soul. Find reverence for the one and tremble.
Lord!
Lift your voice. Surrender your soul and become a servant of madness.
Please! No more! Stop it! Watson! John! Somebody!
Wretched mortal, do not fear what is to come. Let him rupture our world anew. Awaken, and let the
world behold!
I feel this scene is definitely new.
The light of the abyss is the light from the abyss. Get out of my head.
So I think that all of these Lovecraftian scenes are new. I don't think this is part of the original. So what's going on? Do I need to do anything here? I'm guessing no. Oh, it's coming down.
A hydraulic elevator? How ingenious.
How ingenious indeed. Now let's go up.
Watson?
Holmes?
What are you still doing here?
Still? I was trying to find more information. Did you think I was just going to sit in my room twiddling my thumbs?
I only asked you to find the key. I had everything else under control.
Says the man who looks like he saw a ghost.
I'm fine, Watson.
You're hardly fine. You reek of congealed blood and chemicals. What did you see down there?
Never mind me. Where's Gygax?
I'm afraid she's over there. I found her like that when I entered, on my word.
What? She was our biggest lead.
Yet another wrinkle in our investigation. What do we do now, Holmes?
Hush. Let me think.
Oh, so someone murdered her? What? I actually did not know that, did not remember this scene.
Heidi, how did it end up here?
Oh, definitely Gretchen stabbed her.
The pencil is buried deep all the way to the brain. Instant death.
Right.
No traces of blood on her clothes. Must have got on her white overcoat. The patients here wear the same robes.
We'd better inform the local police about this.
You're right, Watson. But first, we need to determine where our case goes next.
I think we are all done. I think we're actually all done. We just gotta solve now, right? I think so. Let's solve. Where does the evidence lead to next? Okay, so we have a telegram from New Orleans. I do believe that this is going to be part of it. R, okay. R is mentioned here. I do think this is part of it, but... No, not this one. Wait, what? It is this one. What the fuck? I forgot what I lost up here, but that's okay. This worked out a little better than I thought it would. There we go. Yeah, so that was... I kind of saw that part. Several pieces of evidence now point to New Orleans. It appears that the kidnappers have enlisted the service of the banking house of E.W. Gray to sell germs. Oh, sorry, sell gems, not germs. Jeez. And I believe this is going to enter chapter 4. Right, I think this is it.
We've got what we needed, Watson. This conspiracy reaches further than we thought. I don't suppose you've ever been to New Orleans?
You are joking.
I seldom do. Let's go. There's no time to waste.